Welcome to Mindful Monday Mornings. My pod, as usual, is not quite heated up yet, so I've just got my hat on. Yeah, it's only 16.5 degrees in here today. So welcome to Mindful Monday Mornings. If you're watching live, if you're watching on the recording, then welcome to a mindful whatever time of day or week it is that you're doing the practice. So this morning, the theme is air. The theme is space. Sorry, last week we did air. This week we're doing space or Akasha. It's associated with the Vishuddha or throat chakra, which is about our ability to communicate and speak our truth. So, and like with all these models, I think they line up nicely. So we started at the root chakra with earth and establishing our safety and security, and then we move up to Sadhisthana chakra with the water element and really establishing our self, our identity. We also pass through the Manipura, our personal power, our Anahata, our love and compassion, and now we're at our throat. So once all those things are aligned, once you've established yourself and you've got compassion, now you can communicate. Now you're ready and in a space to take your message out to the world, whatever it may be. It's associated with open-mindedness. And if it's out of balance, you might feel blocked or unable to communicate. And with our check-in that we're going to do in a second, it's associated with that last layer of being, that last area that we'll check in with, which is Anandamaya Kosha, which is our bliss, our joy, and our connection to the world. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas that I've made. Take what resonates with you and let the rest go. I don't expect you to remember even most of what I've just said. But if any of it is helpful and gives you a different lens through which to view your experience, view your day, then hold on to that and take that with you into our check-in, which we're going to do now. So finding a comfy seat, that could be cross-legged, in a chair, whatever works for you, maybe on a block or a cushion. For me, I'm going to put a blanket on my knees because it's chilly this morning, but you get yourself settled into a pose that you can be comfortable in for the next few minutes. Lengthen the spine so you can sit up tall, but without being rigid. And then check in with yourself. So if it's helpful, you can drop your gaze to the floor or close your eyes. And feel into that earth element. So first of all, check your points of contact with the ground, maybe sitting bones, legs or feet. Feel yourself grounded, and then feel into your physical body. So the skin, the flesh, the bones, what it means to you to have a body today. The experience of having a physical body. And then tune the awareness into the water and the energy, the qualities of your energy today and in the present moment. All that flows within you, the blood, lymph, bile, etc. But also your energy which flows within you. And then the breath. So just for a couple of breaths, resting the awareness on the breath as it comes and goes without trying to change it. Noticing where you feel it, its length and its texture, and its qualities, and how each breath is different from the next. And then the fire element. That area of the mind, so the thoughts and the emotions as they come and go. Again, not trying to control them, but just observing, stepping outside of them slightly, becoming a witness. Letting the thoughts come and go. Becoming a compassionate observer to your mind and its activities. And then the air element. So this is where we connected with our heart space last week. This is where we generate our intention. So you've set aside some time today to practice yoga or mindfulness. And what's your intention behind that practice? Maybe it's a heartfelt intention, but what do you want to feel more of or be more of? What are we here to cultivate? Whatever it is, distill it, make it a positive present tense statement as though it has already happened. So maybe I am open-minded and easygoing. Your words will be whatever they are, that's just an idea associated with the theme. But state them silently to yourself with real gusto, with real feeling now. Imagining them landing within you, maybe using the breath to help you, breathing that intention in, and as you breathe out, filling yourself up with it. And once you've set that intention firmly, then we can let it go. We don't need to carry it consciously with us into the practice. We can carry it subconsciously, unconsciously with us. So let it go. And then we come to that anandamaya there, that bliss, that joy. So feeling yourself, first of all, rooted and connected in the physical space that you're in. And then feel yourself held within the compassionate web of your life. Feel compassion and love for yourself, compassion and love from you to others and from others to you. The other people in your life who care about you, the other people in your life who you care about. Feel yourself, not feeling for them, feeling for you, held in that web of love and compassion. And from that feeling of being part of something bigger and joined to it with love, that's where we'll start the practice today. So if eyes are closed, maybe blink them a couple of times, bringing yourself back into the space. I'm going to start with a very simple movement practice, as usual. I'm going to do it all seated today. So we'll start with bringing the hands, interlacing the fingers and bringing the hands to the back of the neck, so just a little bit below the back of the head. And we're going to lift and open the elbows and using the hands to support at the back of the head, the back of the neck, maybe thumbs up around the sides of the throat, down to the shoulders. Lift and open, just stretching the elbows up and breathing into the front of the chest. As you breathe out, draw the elbows in and down, and we're keeping the lower spine upright, but we're just allowing the upper back to round and drawing the elbows in and towards each other, the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lift and open. And as you exhale, just the upper back rounds, chin to chest. A couple more times, flowing with the breath. So this is like a moving meditation. When we match the movement with the breath, it becomes a moving meditation. We call the awareness into all of the sensations of the movement. Let's go twice more. And then next time you come to a neutral, pause there, but we'll keep the elbows lifted. And then we're going to lift the right elbow up towards, so we're not tipping as far over as we would if we were supporting ourselves with a hand on the floor, but we're reaching up with that right elbow, and creating length all the way from right elbow to right hip, breathing more into those right ribs. Gently back up to center. And over the other way. So it's a much smaller movement than we would do if we were supporting ourselves underneath. But we're just feeling stretch, maybe between the ribs, maybe in that armpit. Making sure the neck is comfortable. And again, a nice big breath in. Gently and slowly back up to center. Let's release the hands. And let's circle the shoulders back a few times. And then we're going to bring the hands into prayer. As we inhale, we're going to bring fingertips up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to sweep the hands wide and down. And just doing that a few times. Again, make it a moving meditation. You can close the eyes if that feels all right for you, or soften the gaze. Really feel into all the sensations and match the breath with the movement as closely as possible. The very top of the inhale as the fingertips come to the top. The very bottom of the exhale as the palms come together at the bottom. One more time. Bringing the hands down, and then we're just going to take a really simple twist to the right. So bringing the right hand to the floor, way bottom, sitting up tall, turning the head to look over the right shoulder. Breathe in, sit tall and straight. Breathe out. Breathe into the twist. Gently and slowly back to center, all the way around to the other side. Sitting up tall and straight. So the posture can create, we're thinking about that space element. And our posture we can use to create more space within the body, within our experience. Gently coming back to center, a couple more shoulder circles. If you're sitting cross-legged and the legs feel like they would benefit from changing the cross, then change the cross of the legs. So tuck the other foot underneath or behind, whichever way you do it. And then thinking about, we want to carry that feeling of spaciousness into both the breathing practice and the meditation today. So thinking if you can, without really forcing it, you don't want to be, straight back with rigid shoulders. You want to feel soft and comfortable, but at the same time, imagine you can create a little bit more space between each vertebra and sit up so the top of your head's just a fraction closer to the ceiling. Now, breathing today, we're going to do a chant. We're going to chant Om, which is the universal sound of the universe. You guys are muted, so you can, you're not all going to be on the recording. You don't need to worry about what you sound like. And this could be one that some people find quite challenging to make a sound. But the science is now coming out to back up that actually chanting and humming has scientific benefits for both mental and physical health. So I'd invite you to make some sound. It doesn't matter what you sound like. It's really not important. And the sound starts with an A sound, so it's quite an open mouth. Ah sound, and then you go through an sound, a U sound with a more of an O-shaped mouth, and then it ends with an sound with the lips closed. It's like a hum, but with the teeth slightly apart. So I'll do a demo. It sounds and we're only going to do 3 of them. So before we do, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe all the way in through the nose. This time all the way out through the mouth. 1 more of those. All the way out. And then we begin, deep breath in. Last one. Then drop into stillness. If eyes are closed, keep them closed. Just feel into your body and any effects from that practice. And we're going to transition smoothly straight from there into our meditation. So if you need to make any fidgets or readjustments to your posture, then do that now. Otherwise, maintaining that stillness if it's comfortable. But we're aiming for a feeling of spaciousness and openness and lightness in the meditation today. So I invite you to have your hands palm up rather than palm down or resting on each other in your lap today. Let's try palm up. Just invites that awareness, that openness, that consciousness into the experience. A bit more receptivity. And then, as always, I'll guide you in, but we're going to use today a mantra to settle and steady the mind. So once I settle you into it, you will silently or very quietly to yourself on your natural, completely natural inhale. So we're not aiming to control the breath in the meditation, but when you breathe in, you will softly or silently say so. And on the out breath, you will say hum. So as the breath comes in, hum as the breath goes out. And you might want to start by saying it quietly to yourself and then drop into silence and repeat it quietly to yourself. But it's just an anchor for the mind to rest on the breath with a mantra associated with it. So we'll start with a couple of nice belly breaths just to finally settle and calm the nervous system. So just drawing the breath down into the belly, allowing the belly to expand on the inhale and naturally lightly contract on the exhale. Maybe one more of those. Then we're going to relax the body. And body scan will speed up slightly each week as we become more proficient. So we'll start at the top of the head and relax the scalp. We smooth out the brow. We ease the muscles around the eyes, the nose, the cheeks and the ears. Bring awareness to the lips and the tongue and the jaw and allow them to relax. And then down, the awareness's way through the neck. It eases the neck and the throat. And then consciously see if you can soften the shoulders down away from the ears, just fractionally. Just that, yeah. We'll let them relax. And down through the arms are relaxed. And the hands rest heavy on the surface they're resting on, be it the thighs or in the lap. And then the chest and the upper back, the belly and the lower back, the whole of the torso. Notice if there's gripping in the lower back of the belly and let it be easy. And then down into the hips, the buttocks, they often hold a lot of tension, the big muscles of the upper legs, lower back, let them relax. And then down through the legs and the knees, just consciously letting them become easy. And then down into the feet and the points of contact with the surface beneath you, acknowledging that you're held, safe and supported. And the whole body can be comfortable, spine aligned, neck and head in a comfortable position. And then we're going to imagine that we're breathing in and out for every cell of the body. So a couple of breaths where we visualize or imagine or just become aware that as we breathe in nourishment for every cell, and when we breathe out, we cleanse every cell. Imagine if you can, on the in-breath, the whole of you expands slightly with the in-breath, and the whole of you contracts slightly with the out-breath. And then just gently beginning that mantra, the natural soft in-breath. So as you breathe in, and hum as you breathe out. If the mind wanders, compassionately bring it back to the mantra and the breath. If the mind has wandered, bringing that compassionate recall back to the focus of the breath and or the mantra. And then for the last 30 seconds, let go of the focus, the control of the mind and the mantra. Just let the mind do whatever it wants. And then make your next in-breath a little bit deeper. If eyes are closed, maybe keep them closed. No hurry. I'm not going to rush back into our day. We're just going to take that learning of responding with compassion and use it to bring compassion to the way we come out of the practice. Deepen the breath, begin to prepare the mind. And before you move on, pause for a moment of gratitude. A moment of gratitude to yourself for making time for practice today. A moment of gratitude to those who have shared the practice with you. And a moment of gratitude for the practice itself, the ancient teachings of mindfulness. And then, if it would suit you, maybe on your next big inhale, we'll sweep the hands out wide. And as we breathe in, reach the palms wide, draw them together above your head. And then as you exhale, bring your thumbs down to your heart and bow your head. And we bring heart, hands, and head together as we unite our thoughts, our actions, and our love. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining us for Mindful Monday Mornings. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're watching the recording, if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. I'd love to chat and know your experiences from it. I'm going to stop the recording now.